Alarcon, and I'm going to talk about meetings. Punctuality is considered a great virtue, so it is highly advisable to arrive at meetings a few minutes before the agreed time. The cancellation of an appointment or unpunctuality in China is an offense to the persons that are waiting for you. You must be very punctual to start a good relationship with China in a good way. In informal conversations, the Chinese ask personal questions such as marital status or properties that you possess. These questions should be answered with good humor and without giving them great importance. The Chinese assume that the first person to enter in a meeting room is the head of delegation. Making decisions is a slow process. The Chinese take their time for big strategic plans, and for their model of decisions making are very conservative. The best thing is you have patience, because exaggerated and very anxious attitudes are viewed with suspicions and often generate disturbs. Hence,
My name is Vera. I'm going to talk about entertainment. The white Chinese Disney people are the hosts. They usually invite typical food that may not be to order like a bus to try is a time, it's a break, the eggs. General empathy, general the is invitation to welcome way. The best color to the craft the gills is the red color, which is a your favorite and for they represent the look. You usually avoid giving away watches because for the day in a minute. That you can think is remain time of life. The best accepted gifts to the company are the graph of our country or the original, and the books that are speaking of the customer, the historia, geographic of our the country. Valley conversation then the landscape and natural of time, the wind climate and geographic, the trade route of the country and great custom are the art and cultural of time. For a conversation, you don't have to talk about the politics, religion, and relationship with UNICEF.
Really, I'm going to talk about the appearance of China. The costumes of the China are usually quite simple and discreet. They are light clothes or are comfortable and easy to maintain. That is the reason for the uniformity in the Chinese people. Business meeting about men. They can wear classic cut suits in dark tones and with tie and lace shoes. For women, they wear a jacket suit or a blouse and strip, and it's preferable not use pants, no necklace or a little makeup and few accessories. Go out to eat. About men, they can use the same clothes about for a meeting clothes. And the woman is a simple and discreet. You should not more fasting and less provocative.
Hi, I'm Karla Olvera. I'm going to talk about behaviors. When it's come to business, it's important to demonstrate humility and modesty, because manifested, excited client will be received with suspicions. The most effective way to develop your relationship is to include a Chinese intermediary for your country or your progresses. Achieve more complete and accurate information about your potential partners and their intentions. Avoid false steps and the matter local custom, because including a Chinese broker will make your Chinese partners feel more comfortable. Meeting with a handshake is as smooth to the handshake shouldn't be too forceful, because the Chinese interpreters is a sign to aggressiveness. Many Chinese look at the crowd when they greet. You must avoid physical proximity with the most of your locutors and completing prohibited in the case the people is a different sex. The Chinese names appear in different order because the last name preserves the name. Many Chinese adopt English names to make this easier for the European or the American. You have to address people using their little followed by the last name. If you have a person with a professional title, use Mrs. or Miss followed by your name.
Hello, my name is Keyla Campuzano. My topic is business practice about appointment award hours. In China, an appointment is separate 1 month in advance. It is important to be punctual because the cancellation of an appointment or unpunctuality in Chinese is an offense to other persons. What are usual business hours? The usual office hours are from 8 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon from Monday to Saturday. However, in the larger cities, the westernization of their habit as late to sober are Monday through Friday. What is the usual time for the business lunch? And how long does it last? Business meals now as a banquet are served from 11 to 13 o'clock. Its duration is 1 hour. The 3/4 of business in Chinese take place outside working hours, restaurants, bars, and other places where it's negotiates. In my opinion, it is important to know the work cultures of the other countries to establish a good working relationship.